Hello, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Because without you guys here watching right now, well, I'd still be talking football. I'd just be talking to me and Jobu. Football. God. 5 weeks until training camp opens. There's something about football that's not like any other sport. To me, it's the greatest sport in the world. Soccer fans will disagree. But there's something so American about football. It's savagery. It's the closest thing we have to gladiators, where the ultimate goal is I'm going to get through you and get to that end zone. Or I'm going to stop you and ram you into the ground. Football. It's unpredictable. Right now we have 32 teams that are all 0-0. And all of them have dreams of playoffs and Super Bowls. Well, except maybe Cleveland. But where a team can go from worst to first, it's unpredictable. The experts can't tell you for certain what will happen. Which players will be the good ones and which ones will be the bums. Football. As I've been waiting through this off season here, I'm just going through reading, getting as much information as I can. And I was looking at Bleacher Report's top 1,000 quarterback accuracy. And they have Dak Prescott at number 8, which is fantastic. I applaud it. It's fantastic. When we go through, and let me go ahead and give you the highlights on here, reason why he's number 8. Dak Prescott set an NFL record for rookies, completing 67.7% of his passes. That's good. I don't care if you're a rookie or not. That's good. I don't care what you do. If you can complete 67% of your passes, you got a good chance to win, as long as they're not being completed to the other team. But he did that on 459 attempts. He had 311 completions, 3,667 yards, 23 touchdowns, and only 4 interceptions. That's a great year. Fantastic year. I know people will say he was just a dink and dunk quarterback. But listen to this. Passes from 11 to 20 yards. He completed 60.4% of his passes. 11 yards, 20 yards, that's not exactly a screenplay. If we bump out to 21 to 30 yards, he completed 41.4% of his plays. Now check this out. 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions in that range. It's actually pretty phenomenal when you think about it. But something that you can't forget, and that is Jobu needs a refill. So let's grab some rum for good old Jobu. And it's interesting because when he was in Mississippi State, that's not what they were saying about Dak Prescott. Let's actually go back a year ago. When we're talking about his draft stock, the experts said that he was the 6th best quarterback in the draft. They said he did help his stock, though, at the Senior Bowl and the Combine. They said they seem to like his quarterback IQ, his leadership skills, and character. And they feel that he can quickly become a captain in an NFL locker room and leader of men. Well, they were right, at least on that part of it. Prescott had solid workouts at the Combine, raising his stats. However, shortly after the event, he had the DUI, and that kind of hurt his stock maybe a little bit. But here's the thing, because people keep saying, who thought that guy could do all that? You didn't have to go very far to find that out. All you had to do was look at his numbers in college, because most people thought, Dak Prescott, he's a black running quarterback, right? He's Tim Tebow with a better arm. But I say the stuff he's been doing in the NFL mirrors what he did at Mississippi State. Let's go through the numbers here. In 2015, he completed 66% of his passes. 66, really? for 3,793 yards, 29 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. Doesn't that sound a lot like what he just did in the NFL? He had 23 touchdowns, yardage is about the same, and he had one less interception. But even if you go back the year before, he completed 61% of his passes, 3,449 yards, 27 TDs, and 11 interceptions. So, where's the Tim Tebow effect? To me, he was doing it in college. Now, the argument, of course, against him is, hey, dude had the best offensive line in football, had the best running game, great wide receivers. All he had to do was show up, and they were going to be good. And I say, take a look back at Mississippi State. Look at the team that was around him, because clearly he didn't have the best offensive line in football. He didn't have the best running back in football. He didn't even have the best wide receivers in football. You know how many players on that offense were drafted in the NFL between 2015 and 2017? He, of course, was one. You had, in 2015, as tight end, Malcolm Johnson, 6th round. And this past year, his offensive tackle, Justin Sr., 6th round. So clearly, he didn't have a whole lot of talent around him. And I don't understand why the experts didn't look at that. Because a guy who threw 29 touchdowns with only 5 interceptions, with only a 6th round junior pick as his only offensive lineman that was of any note. The only receiver he had was a 6th round pick who left in 2015 around him. But he had these numbers, the same that he had in the NFL. So I ask you, experts, with him playing against Alabama, Auburn, LSU, if he was able to do that against those teams with inferior talent, why didn't you think he could do that in the NFL with a good team? Football. You gotta love it. It's so unpredictable. So as always, friends, I'm Mark Holmes. This is Cowboy Jobu, and thank you guys for watching and commenting on the Jobu Sports Report. We're about to hit 10,000, and the moment we do, day or night, we will live stream to you guys. And forgive me, I don't know what's going on, why the live stream is popping up. I've been leaving my computer down here, and I'm wondering if it's Jobu trying to get on when I'm not here. I will see you guys soon. Have a great night, a great weekend, and don't forget about the fathers out there.
Collins? Yeah, Cowboy Jobu, Jobu Report. Welcome to Washington, D.C., and welcome to the Dallas Cowboys. I hear you're an Eagle Scout. Is that true? Do you remember the 12 points of the Scout Law? So, what are you looking forward to on this season?
I'm just looking forward to going and give my team everything that I have,
Sounds fantastic. Thank you very much for your time. Great luck this season, and I'm looking for you guys to go all the way to the Super Bowl.